So what happens is there are some specific modes of the infection. Switch off your audio. So there are some specific things which happens. So for example, there is an absorption. Okay, the first step in the infection process you please go through. There are some LPS which acts as an anchoring molecule, and then it sits on a specific site. It is not that the virus will sit on any space on the surface of the bacteria, because the bacteria is much larger in size. It is not that it will just simply sit. In recent research, it has been seen that there are some specific signatures on the surface of the bacteria. Okay, then the attachment is irreversible. Okay, it is not that once the virus has attached, it can once again go ahead, or it can release the attachment. No, it cannot. It is an irreversible binding, and so what happens is once the DNA is entered into the cell, the rest of the protein structure will be left aside. Okay, now sheath contraction is nothing but injection. Okay, so what happens is if you do not contract the sheath, the DNA will not enter into this thing, exactly like a syringe. If you do not contract the syringe, what will happen? The vaccine will be there inside the this thing only, ampule only. It will not get inside through the needle. Something like this only it will happen. You please go through once. There is no much discussion needed here. Now this is very important. There are two kinds of cell cycles which you should remember for various kinds of exams. Now there are two these things. One is lytic cycle and another is a lysogenic cycle. We'll just have a little this thing here. Now the definition is lytic or virulent phase are phases which can only multiply on bacteria and kill the cell by lysis at the end of the life cycle. Okay. Now one more type of, here what is happening is, you please see that it is not forming a provirus. Now what is a provirus? Provirus is something which will sense the environment. It's a much more modified thing. Okay, यहाँ पे क्या होता है देखो, very straightforward. The process is very straightforward in lytic. Okay, in lytic itself makes you understand something related to lysis. Now lysis means what? Lysis means degradation, breakage. Okay, for example photolysis. Photolysis is something, a reaction which is taking place on the presence of a light, and due to the induction of the light, what happens? A large molecule becomes small by lysis. So proteolysis, if there is a large protein on the presence of a particular enzyme, the protein will undergo degradation. So here also lytic means something is degrading, the cell is degrading. But lysogeny is more specific and highly advanced. Okay, so evolution has taken place, the course not only in human being, even in the viruses. So previously, long back, there was lytic is much older than lysogeny. In lysogeny, what happens? The bacteria or the virus will be integrated in the DNA, and it will stay here for a large period of time. Okay, and it will not simply degrade the bacteria. It will wait, and until and unless a particular stage is reached, the bacteria will not be disturbed. Okay, it is much more dangerous for the bacteria. Later on we shall see how. So in this thing the figure will be nice. Now lytic or virulent phase, as I have said, there are different these things, specific what do you call as phases of it. Okay, just hold on. Okay, so we will go ahead in lytic cycle. You will get the material later on. Okay, now the lytic or virulent phase. During the eclipse period, no infection phase particles can be found either inside or outside the bacterial cell. The phage nucleic acid takes over the host biosynthetic machinery, and phage specified mRNA and proteins are made. This is very important. What happens is, all on a sudden it will not get killed. It will take some time. Because why it will take some time? Because in order to do xeroxing, you need to have some time, isn't it? Xerox also needs, for example, somebody has given you one task. Okay, so they want you to write something novel or ekdam new or very what you call as authentic, so it will take a longer time. But you are a if you are very smart enough, what you will do, you will copy from somebody. So in order to copy also there are some time lag, all on a sudden you cannot copy. So this is the thing. So during the eclipse period, no phage, the bacteria will not degrade. The bacteria will not degrade, but what will happen is it will remain there. Okay, there is a machinery. For example, from DNA to RNA, there will be a transcription. Now in order to make transcription, what you should have? An RNA polymerase enzyme. Okay, now from where the virus, the RNA polymerase will bring? It has no RNA polymerase of itself, so it will use the RNA polymerase of the bacteria itself. Okay, bacteria का ही RNA polymerase use किया जाएगा, और eventually what will happen? The RNA polymerase of the bacteria will be only producing mRNA that is needed for synthesis of the virus particle. You understood? Because the bacteria's DNA do not have the RNA, or do not have the capacity to make an RNA which will ultimately produce bacteriophage. So from where the bacteriophage will be formed? The DNA of the bacteriophage will change the format inside the bacteria, and the bacteria's RNA polymerase will start producing mRNA for the bacteriophage itself. So many mRNA will be produced, and from mRNA what happens? As you know, I will speak it later on, how exactly from mRNA proteins are formed. I had given a little idea last class. So what happens is, likewise, so many proteins will be ready. Bacteria का अंदर में बहुत सारा viral protein will be ready. Then only after reaching a certain point only it will do the lysis. So intracellular accumulation phase, if you can see, much detail. In this phase, the nucleic acid and structural proteins that have been made are assembled. Okay, and infectious phase particles accumulate, because after breakage, what is the function? जब cell destroy हो जाएगा, उससे जब निकल जाएगा, as you have learned in your earlier classes, what exactly happens? It will go and infect the other bacteria. एक chain reaction come of it. एक bacteria का अंदर से 10 virus निकलेगा, all the 10 viruses will go and infect 10 more bacteria, isn't it? So likewise, the whole this thing will be damaged. Whole class of bacteria will be damaged. So in order to do so, you need to produce a lot of bacterial things. Okay. So in this way it will happen. So eventually what will happen is, in the last way what will happen is lysis and release will take place. Okay, there are some specific things. Now here there is an experiment. Okay, very nice experiment of molecular level. If you are not interested, then it is okay, but if you are interested, you can go through. In many exams they usually ask it, what exactly is a assay for lytic phage. Okay, so plaque assay we call it. Now what exactly happens here? Lytic phages are enumerated by a plaque assay. A plaque is a clear area which results from the lysis of the bacteria. Each plaque arises from a single infectious phage. The infectious particle that give rise to the plaque is called PFU, plaque forming unit. There are two things, CFU, colony forming unit, I do not know whether you have heard of it or not, and another is PFU, plaque forming unit. There are different issues, later on we can discuss, but important in terms of higher level studies and all other things. Now lysogeny is a different issue altogether, where you will get what? You will get that intermediate phase. Okay, this intermediate phase is sometimes called provirus. Different authors have written it in a different way, so I shall continue it later on. Okay, in the meantime I will request you to study this thing, because viruses are important in all kinds of this thing. For example, in any entrance exam, if you want to write, I do not know, because it's a heterogeneous group, so what will happen is you will have some question on lysogeny and lytic circle. It is better if you go through once, and if you follow some other bigger books, if you have some issue, you can also contact me. Acha, later on